This video was sponsored by Enhance, Elbilmek, ABRP planner, Kempower and bilkomponenter. Yo, what's up? We are now home getting ready for some errands. So I'm going to be using the Nio EL8, and I've been driving actually for almost a week now without charging until I plugged it in last night, and then there was some Tibber reward going on. But anyway, I want to try to find out more about the battery swap, because it seems like I have the first gen battery. There are two gens. There are the first gen and the second gen. The first gen charges at only around 115 kilowatt, and it seems to have some degradation, maybe 10% degradation, whereas the second gen battery charges way faster, 240 kilowatt, and also flatter curve at higher state of charge, and also has only around 5% degradation. But so then, can we swap it and get the Gen 2 battery? Well, we'll find out. So it's been raining last night. I have Isabel with me here. Yo, what's up? Oh, there. Yeah. So yeah, we are at 59%. Maybe not ideal, but okay. So maybe I'll run some errands and buy some stuff first at Rema 1000, and then the plan is to head to Brynsveien here. Where is it? Yes, okay. Let me see, can we do this? 16. Try to use the number first. Bryn. Yeah, there you see. Pro tip, just like in Tesla. You write the 16 first, and then it auto completes. So yeah, I need to go over there and actually move my e-Golf, because my e-Golf is parked there, but it's parked on the wrong place. Yeah, where you need to pay for parking, but then, I mean, the importer is paying for it anyway. But I have to move it into the parking garage, so it's a bit, yeah, back and forth, but at least, interesting. So I have 59% now, and then the car estimates that I will arrive with 50%. What about the route planner? So in the route planner, we have the Nio ES8 here. Unfortunately, EL8 is not in the profile. But yeah, the ES8 might be actually less efficient, but then also depends on many various factors, like what wheels we have. I have 22-inch now on the EL8. But here I set 100% on the reference speed for once. I want to try to drive at the speed limit, where maybe I need to restart, and then let's try again, plan, see how fast does it go. Okay, there. So ABRP planner claims I need to spend 9%. Interesting. Same as the car. But when I had higher speed, then it will of course estimate less. So, but on this strip, I just want to verify the charging speed and then guess what the gen battery we have before we swap it. So here we have the power meter when we are driving. It's just 0 now because it's stationary. But here you can see that we are pulling 2 amps at 362 volts. So that's roughly 700 watts. I've been preheating this car actually for over an hour before we get in here. So it pulls a little bit here when we're idling. And also here in the battery, we can see that it shows excellent 91%. But this is most likely the Gen 1 battery. And here, manual preheating. So I'm gonna preheat now. Interesting. Oh, it says 16 minutes. That didn't show before, but you can see that immediately it jumps up here. Hey, why did they change this? Oh wait, maybe it was on another gen. Yeah, I remember it was on another gen or another car, and not an EL8. But I remember seeing that it pulled only around 2 kilowatt for battery heating. Here, based on this, the extra power it pulls is around 3 kilowatts. That's still kind of weak compared to how big the battery is, because other cars like Tesla or BMW, or they pull 6 to 9 kilowatt. Actually, Model S Plaid pulls as much as 12 kilowatt, and some of that is actually battery is heat pump, which means that Tesla is heating, maybe effective heating might be something like 15-16 kilowatts. So here it's kind of weak, but maybe, well, it's no problem because ambient temperature is 17 degrees, so the battery might sit at around I don't know, 15 to 18 degrees Celsius. Unfortunately, I don't have car scanner working here. And also tried the OBD in here. I mean, not OBD, but here there's no connection, so we have no idea what's going on with the battery temperature. But I bet that it doesn't require that much heat, maybe only 25 degrees. But okay, let's start driving. Okay, first stop, Rema 1000 Gystad. But I have some complaints already about the software in the Nio. You see, we are using the Pressebil account. Wait. Maybe I should switch over to Nio, Bjørn, but I know that Pressebil account grants some rights when it comes to battery swaps. I'm not sure if Nio, Bjørn, will have that, so I have to double check with Nio about it. But this keeps resetting. So I want to have pilot assist, but then from time to time it will reset back to ACC and I have to switch over to pilot assist. And also every time you enter the car after you lock it down, come back, drive mode will automatically reset to comfort. I want custom, because the comfort has the default settings. Custom, I want higher regen, for example, and there's some other stuff. It's kind of clumsy the way you customize custom. At least I haven't found it. Oh, okay, yeah, you do. Yeah, you can do it here. You can also go another place to custom, but you see, I want high regen. I want standard ride height, not low. And suspension, actually, if I have it on soft, I feel like it's a bit too soft. It's like boing, 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 you know. So actually it's on standard there. Steering mode, I want comfort. And the climate control just normal. So that is what we have here. If you go for the faster acceleration, it will force some stiffer suspension. Yeah, okay, the Japaila is about, okay. So I wish it could remember that I prefer custom and just lock it on there, so I don't have to keep setting it. There's actually, okay, and then we dismiss it like this. There's actually lots of stuff I wrote down in the software. For example, there should be a search available here, so you can find function, because there's so many settings in this car. Like, where do you find the fridge settings, right? It's under general and then connection for some reason, and then you have the fridge here. So yeah, okay, whatever, but let's get going in the Remen. But this is a nice feature. Okay, it has a swipe down, it's just for notification, but then it has a side swipe here with lots of options. You can customize this and change what hotkeys you want. But if you go back, wait, how do you go back? Okay, that was a bit weird. Usually there is an OK button somewhere, but okay. But I like this. When you want to park somewhere, you can just side swipe, and then I use this very often, power keep mode. However, what is so weird is that when you are in power keep mode, the car cannot drive. So when you're back, it will ask me if I want to turn it off, which is a bit weird, because all the other cars, Tesla or MEB platform or BMW, when you have that, or Mercedes, when you have the keep climate on, you can of course come back and start driving without turning off that feature. Well, you bought the groceries. Isabel got some snack now. This is always the problem, the hassle. Every time we go grocery shopping with Isabel, she wants to eat this, she wants to drink that. Yeah, so you just have to make sure that she doesn't complain too much. But yeah, so we have stuff that needs to stay cold, and by the time I'm back home, it's going to take at least an hour, possibly 2 hours. But no problem. You see, she already spills over there. Good thing it's easy to keep this clean. Oh, Isabel, no. Okay, but here, press and hold for 5 seconds. Then we have the fridge. Yeah, okay, it comes with this separation thing. I just put it on the bottom there. Okay, but we can now put the yogurt there and then the cheese there, and it keeps it nice and cool. And you can change the setting here. Go over here. I set it to 5 degrees Celsius. No, actually, let's set it to 4 degrees Celsius to keep it nice and cold. Yeah, man, fridge is actually very useful for not only just long trips, but also grocery shopping. Wait, it's back to 2 amps, not 10, 11 amps. Okay, if we click here and then battery, it says it's on. That's strange. Do we need to drive or something? Wait, I suspect that it has reached its optimal temperature, but it doesn't tell you. it just stays on, and then it might reheat it once it's needed. Yeah. So, but let me see here. Let me just, now we're back in the car. Yeah, you see it's back in comfort mode. I'm gonna go to custom. And also, let me check on driver assist. This stays there until, I don't know, overnight. And then what I always do is swipe all the way down here, disable this, disable this. Okay, let's go. We're now in Oslo now, and I realized that when I tested the other EL8 earlier, that car had 20-inch wheels and it was extremely quiet. Here we have 22-inch wheels, and you can hear the difference when we went from smooth new asphalt on rough Norwegian old asphalt. There's more noise here. Yeah. So I wonder how this will stack up against, for example, EQS, proper luxury car, in terms of noise. Maybe I could request 20-inch from Nio, but let's use it 22. They look better, right? Okay, here it is. The e-Golf is parked here. I'm borrowing a Renault 5 right now, but it was not here that the importer actually. Well, the importer told me to park here, but it was actually in the parking garage over there we're supposed to stay. So yeah, I need to just do this quickly. I'm not sure where I'm supposed to park. Huh? Okay. Yeah, let's organize. Okay, I have to stop this. Isabel wants to play Lilliputhammer on repeat over and over again. Wait, what the heck? This also comes every time. Yeah, because we have enabled the NFC here, right? And it also keeps forgetting that setting. I wonder if something wrong with the profile here. You have to dig into connection here, and then wireless charging, and then scroll down a bit, and then, what it is? It has been set to off. What? That's weird. Okay. Okay. So anyway, we are done with the stuff. Now we're gonna do. So now we do this. I want to try to swap. Oh, we already have, but if you click here, you see the swap stations here. We have Vestby, we have Lee, over there Lier. It shows how many batteries are available. Seems like, oh, okay, sorry, a bit bad light settings here. Okay, but we're gonna go for cleavage. If we click there, and then click here, you see the status. So we have 6 out of 9 long range available. Okay, so how do I do it now? Swap seems to be the button you want to go for, not, Swap, okay. Yeah. Request swap upon arrival, yes. No, actually, no, cancel. I forgot, wait, I didn't navigate there, okay. But I want to test charging at the V3 Supercharger first to see what kind of speed we get before we swap. We are now at Cleavage Supercharger and a bunch of other chargers, and man, it is packed here today. Pretty much all the stalls are occupied. There was one stall there I could put in Ninja, but it was kaput. So whatever, we use the Mer charger, shouldn't matter. We have 150 kilowatt max here. You see how to see on this side. Okay, it's ramping up. Let's get inside, it's too noisy out here. Okay, 97 kilowatts. This is what I've seen in the Gen 1 battery. Gen 2 battery, well, I mean, ideally you want to start with 10%, and then as you charge higher up, the battery heats up, and then you get better charging speed, or I mean, flatter curve. But since we start at 35%, then I think even a Gen 2 battery would get way more than 97 kilowatt, probably around 150 kilowatt or more, right? So I think it's safe to assume that we have the Gen 1 battery. Now let's swap then. All right, so now we just click here. Yeah, swap station, nearby, order now, accept.
Order placed.
All right.
There are 0 people before you in the queue.
All right.
Go to the power swap station as soon as possible to avoid missing your turn.
All right, let's go there.
Contact Nio Power Call if you require assistance.
Okay, no, I don't need assistance. Okay, I'm gonna go over here. Here you see the gate opens, is normally closed. There's an ET7 charging here, taxi, noise. Okay, so now I can do this, side swipe, 360 camera, place myself in the square. All right, park. And then I think you have to, wait, well, I'm ready now. Come on, we wasn't supposed to. Huh? How is this again? I mean, I'm ready. I'm good to go. Come on, let's.
It's your turn.
Oh, that.
Please press the brake pedal.
I was too fast for that. Okay, press the brake.
Nicely done. Please press the brake pedal.
Dude.
Nicely done. Please.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Nicely done.
Please.
Now you can tap to start parking into the power swap station.
Sorry, it's just
We're
that
parking now.
I haven't done this
Be
in a
aware
while.
of your surroundings. Do not open any door or take over the steering wheel. To control the speed, you can press the brake pedal.
Okay, now we got that. Wow, there's some rust here. Okay, sorry, I was a bit noobish. I haven't swapped in a while. That's why. Okay, obstacle detected. Huh? What? What? What obstacle? What? Make sure the path is clear. Release brake and steering, then tap to resume. It looks clear. Okay, go. Okay, if this was 1,000 kilometer challenge, I would be stressed.
Vehicle
Right?
parked.
Okay, yeah. So here we see swap. We have 36%. We're gonna get a new long range. All right. Right. Yeah, because this is a press car, then it's no pay. Okay. We're preparing. Right. Start power swap.
Preparing. Please wait.
So yeah. For 55, we just ticked 55 now. Straighten it. Okay. Okay. Let's see how long it takes now. Hopefully they have speeded up
Power
things.
swap is about to start. During this time, vehicle may shake and make noise.
Yeah.
This is normal. Do not open any door, shift gears, or press brake pedal.
So we have this. You can see what's going on, right? So I talked to Nio about some things here. They mentioned the bolt issue. Oh, okay, this is cool. This is cool. See, station doors. Oh, there's some progress going on here. They mentioned bolt issue. I was like, huh? What bolt issue? What is that? Well, from time to time, the bolt. It's when you screw it. It has bolt here, and they are designed for. What was that? Okay, they are designed. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys outside here. The bolts, they are designed for high usage, right? In and out, in and out. I wonder if it was 100,000 times. However, from time to time, the bolts, when you screw them in, the system, the robot here feels resistance. It checks on the resistance. Yes, robot, yeah. And then sometimes the bolts, they will actually have slightly more resistance than others, and it triggers, it's in the threshold to trigger a fault. But they have replaced the bolts to next-gen bolts. So just like Tesla, Nio, they are following what's going on with the issues, and then they feed back to the factory, and the factory will issue new, they will fix things. So suppose in new bolts, this is what I didn't get the clear answer on that. If you arrive with a car that hasn't swapped for a while and you have old bolts, supposedly they take out the old bolts and replace them with new bolts, next-gen bolts that doesn't have this issue. Yeah. And another thing I asked Nio about, I'm not sure if I got the answer, because the battery is liquid cool. There's obviously liquid inside the battery, and there's liquid system in the car. So does it exchange liquids? And then the battery goes out. So it's cool that it shows you progress here. Or is it like an interface plate where the heat exchanges? But that is not efficient, right? I mean, efficient transfer. So according to what I've heard, there is always a bit of leakage, a little bit of spill rather, every time you swap battery, because the liquid in the battery or the liquid in the car flows into the battery, you know? And that means that we are actually exchanging liquids with other cars via the battery, the way I understand it. So this is the kind of stuff I want to go deeper in by owning a Tesla, owning a Nio, right? Or borrowing a Nio long term, so I can actually explore more of this and also get some answers from Nio. Yeah. Okay, so you guys are actually seeing real time now what's going on. I heard that in China, there was another battery swap technology. Not Nio. I wonder, what was it, Huawei or something? That was a lot faster. The robot is a lot faster. Here, it's the old Gen robot. I think this is I'm not sure if it was a Gen 2 or Gen 3 robot, but things could speed up even more. I mean, if it has like a double clutch, or if it has like a double tray ready, so it just takes out one battery, the old, and then slams in the new right away, then this could have been done in 30 seconds or 1 minute, right? Then we are cooking. Yeah, then we are actually doing this faster than fossil cars. But also another slight limitation here is that because of battery longevity, we only get 90% in the battery, not 100%. For the maximum energy, we want to get 100%, but then it causes more degradation in the battery, right? So testing. Okay, I think we're done now. It wasn't that scary for Isabel. Right? Oh, there's yeah. So I'm going to test this also eventually when we have the whole family with us and they are sleeping when they wake up. Yeah. Also, I feel.
Battery swapped.
Oh.
Please be careful when you drive out.
You say, okay, 91%. It was getting slightly warmer here. Now, however, we have the roof over here, but even on a warm day, it could be kind of hot in here, but I wonder why the only fans were not running. Okay, maybe I shouldn't occupy the slot now. So now I drive out manually, and you have to Achtung. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear? Okay. Ich komme out now. Achtung. Okay, so let me just get on the side first, and I want to see. Because since we, what the heck? Oh shit! Ow! Okay, just pull out on the side here. Okay, here it's kind of safe, not too much action going on here. So, what battery did we get? We had 91%, right? I have to go here. Ooh, excellent, 95%. Okay, because if I would get 90% or something, I would try to swap again. Actually, let's do it. Can we actually swap again? Does this make any sense? We have 91%. Will the system say, 9, you already swapped, you have 91%. There is no need to swap. Okay. No. And also, this is the kind of things that normal people wouldn't do. And even if I own this car, I probably wouldn't do it because you get 2 free swaps on bus per month. But after that, you have to pay 100 NOK or almost 10 euros in swap fee plus the kilowatt hour difference, right? So you'll be wasting that. But since this is press car, then we have unlimited swap for free. So what if I do that? Accept.
Order placed. There are 0 people before you in the queue.
Let's go swap
Go
again.
to the power swap station.
Okay, so last time the system lagged a bit because I was ahead.
Please press the brake pedal.
Now.
Nicely done. Now you can tap to start parking.
Okay, now it's
Power
faster.
swap. We are parking now.
Yeah, you could keep swapping for no reason with full battery, 90% battery. You couldn't keep swapping, and you just have to pay the swap fee. So I guess Nio doesn't care, right? Wait, but do we have OnlyFans now? Nope, it turned completely off. I would like to have OnlyFans at least, because usually if you've been running AC and it's freaking 35 degrees outside or 30 degrees, there will be some residual cooling, right, or in the system. So if you run OnlyFans, you will get actually cooling for the next 5 minutes before that cold goes away. Wait, now that the 12 volt is dead, can I? Oh, I cannot open the fridge. So I wonder if is there room for improvement to keep the 12 volt active? I mean, it is kind of active because the screen is on. So the 12 volt is alive, but it limits almost everything to prevent the 12 volt from being discharged too much. One solution would be to have a more powerful 12 volt, that has higher capacity. But in case of the fridge, if the fridge was okay, maybe you turn off the fridge, but at least you should be able to open and close the fridge. How about this? Can you? You cannot. You're supposed to press this to be able to slide it. So everything has been disabled that way. Let me check. Can I slide the seat? Nope. Can I do this? Nope. Oh, that one I can. Yeah, okay, maybe because of safety. So it strongly limits what you can do while swapping. Oh yes, here. This is what I was looking for. So now we actually have only fans while the swap is still in progress and the battery is still out of the car. Yeah. So, okay, so it's there. Yeah, you just have to pay attention here. You can use only fans, but it seems like there's a couple of minutes of downtime. Yeah, I feel, oh yeah, this is nice. Oh yeah, and you can also see there actual what's going on. But it's just slid at the battery. It's not connected yet. Yeah, so this means that it's running only on the low voltage, not on the high voltage, because the AC will run on the 400 volt or the high voltage system. Well, we're done. We got 91% state of charge. Check the battery status. This time we got 92%. The worse than before, and this could be a Gen 1 battery. Usually 95% or higher is Gen 2 battery, but it's not always like that. Whatever, I'm not gonna swap one more time. It's not that important, whatever. But yeah, all good. So now, you see, I wanna turn on the seat ventilation. But you have to click here, go to, yeah, well, we just happen to be already here, but normally it will be here, right? You have to switch here, and then it could be on heat. You have to switch to ventilate, and then you have it here. But you can also do this if you are out of that menu, right? You're just in the home, for example. You can side swipe, and then you can customize all this. Very nice. Well, we're back home now. All good. So that was not a long trip, but just at least not too stressful. When I do 1,000 kilometer challenge, I need to stress, and you cannot lose any minutes. But okay, so now we're just charging here. I'm plugged in and actually just camping. Well, it's some weird thing. I think I need to reset some of my Wi-Fi routers because it's charging, but it seems like my easy charging stations are offline. Yeah, they are on 2G. So when I look here, just offline, offline, what? So it seems like if they are offline, they will by default start charging. So there's no smart charging going on, but normally I'll just be camping on grid reward. I don't need to charge until I get some cheap charging going on, usually negative price. Well, I think that's gonna be it. So remember that if you wanna do a test drive of Nio, or you even wanna buy a Nio, you can use my Bjørn code. And then, well, for now you don't get any bonus, but at least I get some compensation for all the efforts, right? So that's gonna be it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching, and talk to you later.